No, what is it? Today is Tuesday. Yes. And 26th, 27th, 28th. Yes, 28th. Can't keep up. These days go by so quickly. Today is the 28th, Tuesday the 28th of 2026. And I am here sharing with you the Propel Expansion Empowerment Challenge. And, guys, as I shared with you since Saturday night, and the horrific um, attack, not only against uh, President Trump and everyone in that ballroom, but just the rhetoric that is spewed out, which is evil, and it just grieves my spirit and grieves my heart, and I know that it does you as well. And it to me, how can we propel and expand um, with our goals, our vision, our mission, our passion, our purpose, when we don't have understanding of the foundation of righteousness, of rightness. And because again, there's so many lies spewed out, and manipulation and misunderstandings and so forth, narratives that are just not true. How do you know these things without knowing these things? Aristotle said that the definition of ignorance is lack of facts. I mean, you cannot just arrive at a statement without knowledge. Jesus said, "My people will perish for lack of knowledge." And so, you know, we uh, we need to commit to understanding the truth and the foundation of truth. Um, I was working out this evening, and at the gym that I was working out at, it was a series of music from the '80s, and it said "Bring back the '80s," and I was thinking to myself, man, let's bring back the '80s, meaning where just people were civil to one another and spoke to one another. You may not have agreed with everything a person said, did, or thought, or presentation of their essence, but you certainly were not going to attack a person verbally, emotionally, spiritually, because you didn't agree. You just maybe then chose not to hang out with that person. Um, and so, or have that person in your life. So it really is about boundaries. So much of life is really, again, that rightness, that righteousness. And so, I just feel so strongly that it's imperative for us to um, really go back to basics and really pray and fast and read the word, because without being in the word of God, which is your sword, it is absolutely that sword. They put on the full armor of God. And so the word of God, which I really, on some level, am in every day and all day. And excuse me. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm special. I'm just saying that it's like having my morning coffee, or whatever you might do. It just again, we're speaking about propel and expansion, propelling our lives, expanding it and expanding our lives. That empowerment challenge. Um, you know, it's it's imperative to be, and I keep saying that word, but I implore you, I just, from my heart, to do that. And I was reading some, um, I'm just reading some of my notes here, but the Mark 9:23, um, and it's really about faith and Jesus was talking to the man who had a son that was had infirmities, and he basically said, Do you believe?" And he said back, this is paraphrasing, but um, I believe that you can do it, but I'm hoping that I can believe that you can do it for my son. Meaning that's what is one of the things that is very challenging, is that and that's where faith comes in. Faith is that this things hoped for, but the evidence not yet seen. And but that isn't an intangible, meaning hope is a foundation. I know that it's there. I know it's there. You see it, you believe it, you take action. Faith is the substance. Substance is tangible. Faith is the substance. And what is that? That's the word of God, feeding us in our spirit, feeding us in our mind, feeding us in our code of ethics of who we are and what we share with others and purport to others. So, it really is, and I know that that's where so many people are, meaning that they want to believe, they want to have faith, they want to trust God, but they don't have that foundation. That's where the wobbly bits happen. Meaning, because again, if you don't get that feeding every day, and that's why it's so important to read the Word of God, because it gives you that foundation, that reiteration. We're not wrestling with flesh and blood, but principalities of darkness, and we must understand that, and 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 so it's very powerful. And I'm not saying this to um, fill you with fear, because fear is not of God. God is love, and God is not of fear. But it's about knowledge. My people will perish for lack of knowledge, and so you must take time to study the Word of God. Um, Surround yourself with people that will enhance that and expand that. And that's that expansion and challenge, empowerment challenge, rather, in that it will empower you. Over these last 37 years that I've been walking in uh, my relationship with Jesus, meaning because again, I did not grow up with the word, and I did not grow up with a relationship with Jesus. Um, uh, and so it was when I was 42. I mean, it's much later in life. And so I've, first 10 years, let's say, was walking out the world. Um, and what I mean by that is just how I thought, you know? And so, and habits and patterns and things of that nature. So it's really important to, because a habit, things start by motivation. So I was motivated to do it, but then the foundation is built by habit, by continuing to do it. So you see it, you believe it, and take action and don't stop. So I just ask you tonight to, really take time to spend time, even if it's a teeny bit of time. The Word of God is right here on this phone. You can just start. I mean, there's so many ways to listen, to read, to watch, all of that on this phone. It's not hard at all. I mean, I have the Bible app on my phone, and it's actually one of the first things I do in the morning after I just say good morning to God. Just, and prayer doesn't have to be anything, fancy or highfalutin. It's about a relationship. So, ask, seek, knock. Um, and God will respond and guide you and open those doors. So truly be committed to getting to know God. You will not regret it at all. And the armor of God, I wrote this down for you, Ephesians 6:10-18. Um, is a metaphor for the spiritual defenses Christians are called to put on daily to stand against evil. Belt of truth, breastplate of righteousness, shoes, that's that armor. Um, shoes of peace by the gospel, the shield of faith, and the helmet of salvation, and the sword, which is the word of God. So that sword, that word of God it will just cut through things. And that life and death and life is in the power of the tongue, and he who speaks it will eat it. And so I was reading just last week about that. And why does death come first? Death and life, because words like, oh, I'm so this, I'm so that, and blah, 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 those are speaking death over yourself, and they will stop things and stop God from being able to propel you forward, that propel expansion empowerment. So I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you every day and always. I love you. I pray for you all the time. Do subscribe to my channel. And then ring that bell and you'll get notifications. But if you'd like to get further information about all that I do, stem cell activation in our clinic with the LifeWave Corporation, work that we do here, my skincare line, Novitas Spa Clinical Products, my book, Hope and Possibilities. Uh, you can go to Amazon, pay for it, pay for the audiobook and Kindle, but it's at no charge there on my link tree at propel.megandimartino.com/info. And it's all there for you. My TED Talk, my website, all information of all I do. But there is a group that I have called the Propel Community, and it's just really robust, and I've designed it for you. It's no charge, and do go and just click on it and join, and you'll get a daily little nugget of inspiration and encouragement, newsletter, a couple of newsletters each month that go into my blog. They have archives of my podcasts and links to Spotify and all the podcasting platforms. So everything is there for you to help you propel your business and life. And the Propel program is there. It's a five module program, 5 videos, 5 workbooks. I work in tandem with you. That, if you want to look into that, that's there. But again, we do webinars and virtuals, and you get notifications of that as well. So join me on the propel.megandimartino.com/info and receive all this information and tools and things like that. So I'll see you tomorrow night in the 29th of April, the next Propel and expansion. Have a blessed day. See you then and love you.